You see the way I'm posing? This is depressing. How do we in one season go from Premier League champions to depressed? First things first, welcome back to the channel, but this is a bad time. This is without question the worst time of Liverpool Football Club in a decade. Not since Roy Hodgson tried to screw us. Not since the Hicks and Gillette era in a downward spiral. Not since Brendan Rodgers with his horrendous managerial time have we as Liverpool fans, the Liverpool Football Club as a whole, suffered such turmoil. After losing to Aston Villa 4-2 at Villa Park, which, by the way, watching the highlights, to be honest, two of their goals could have been easily avoided. The other two, okay, I can't say anything. But after that loss, we might not even qualify for the Champions League. Unless Aston Villa wins the Europa League, then okay, even if we do end up at 6, we might go into Champions League. But that's how bad it is, that we have to depend on Aston Villa to win the Europa League so that we can end up in Champions League. In a space of 24 hours, Salah has spoken out, and Xabi Alonso is joining Chelsea. Can you imagine how bad it is that in 24 hours after you lose your last away game of the season, your star player who's leaving the club speaks out and says he wants Liverpool to rediscover the identity of heavy metal football. And if that's not enough, you had a chance to sign Xabi Alonso and sack Arne Slot, at least make it an arrangement where Alonso comes in next season. And now he's going to join Chelsea, our rivals for the last 20 years. One of your heroes of Istanbul is joining a rival club as a manager. What is going on? Fenway Sports Group. This, as far as that Xabi Alonso appointment, I blame Fenway Sports Group. There's no other way to explain it. There's no other way to say it. I blame FSG on this one. I blame Michael Edwards. I blame Richard Hughes. You could have signed Xabi Alonso, or at least come to terms with appointing him for next season. I've said this before. Don't let a new manager come in midway through this season, because it's not going to do anything. But at least let him come in next season. And now we're stuck with Arne Slot. I don't care what players you bring in next season or over the summer. We don't have a system. We don't have an identity. Why should players come into Liverpool? Wirtz has suffered. Isak has suffered. Ekitike is going to be gone for pretty much next season. Frimpong has been injured for the most part. Kirkis has been underperforming for the most part. So what if you bring new players in? Are they going to adapt? Is the system going to help them? What system? And you're going to stick with Arne Slot. He brought us the Premier League in his first season. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. If this season was Arne Slot's first season, I believe us as Liverpool fans will not be as angry. Because Arne Slot came in his first season, nobody knows who he was. Well, not many people anyway. So if this season took place last season, we'd be like, okay, his target was top 4 anyway. So if he can get into top 4, top 5, that's fair. Then we work from there next season. But no, he won us the Premier League in his first season using Jurgen Klopp's players. Now, some of you out there might be thinking, the reason why we performed so well last season is because It's all Jurgen Klopp's players. This season, because he want to bring in his own players, create his own system, there's going to be growing pains, yada, yada, yada. Okay, fine. But it's no excuse. You can't pin a transition season as an excuse for this poor season. You can't use the tragic passing of Diogo Jota as an excuse anymore. Jota's passing was tragic. I shed tears. But I can only shed tears for so long. As fans, we can only be sad for so long. And now that there's a almost like a trophy, not I wouldn't say trophy, but you know what I mean. On Liverpool's website, there's this little ornament in honor of Diogo Jota. That's classy. That's awesome. That's great. But that should be That should be closure. Nobody can use his passing anymore. I will not accept it. That ornament in honor of Jota, that should be closure. So from now on, I don't want to hear any more excuses about Jota's passing. With all due respect. All these excuses does not justify our poor performance this season. This is the worst season in a decade. You know, when Jurgen Klopp took over midway through Brendan Rodgers, we finished 8th, no trophy, 50-odd points. That one, okay, fair. This one, no. So now that Arne Slot is going to stay in Liverpool, I'm 2 minds about it. I said this before. I want him out next season. I don't want him in Liverpool next season. But now that FSG is going to be like confirming he's going to stay, and now that Xabi Alonso is going to Chelsea, how is Arne Slot gonna fix this? I'm not sure if he can. I'm not sure if FSG can fix this. What players are you going to bring in? I don't care if we are linked to Jan Domende. I don't care if we're linked to Dusan Vlahovic. I don't care if we're linked to Emi Martinez to replace Alisson. Are you kidding me? Nah. There's a petition out there and it has over 800,000 signatures of Arne Slot wanting to go. Now with Xabi Alonso apparently going to join Chelsea and Salah speaking out with fellow players liking it, it's very obvious Arne Slot is not fit there anymore. But now we are in another crisis of its own. If we take out Arne Slot, if we sack Arne, if FSG says goodbye Arne Slot, Arne Mania is dead, then who do we bring in? We can't bring Alonso anymore. We wanted Alonso, and now he's going to Chelsea. You think Alonso's going to quit halfway through the season and say, okay, sorry, bye-bye, I'm joining Liverpool? Hell no. And with all due respect to Salah, he says he wants the identity of heavy metal football back. Sorry, Jurgen Klopp is not coming back. Here's the reality, Liverpool fans. And I'm a Liverpool fan myself. Jurgen Klopp is not coming back. We have to move on from Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, Arne Slot is not the answer. So who is the answer? Is it Oliver Glasner because he's leaving? Is it who's that Bournemouth manager? Areola? Is he the answer? Because Bournemouth is doing well. If you want heavy metal football and Jurgen Klopp's not coming back, then the only person I can think of is Thomas Tuchel. But he's busy with England with the World Cup. So he's definitely not going to join Liverpool. Who's going to replace Arne Slot at Liverpool? You know what? You folks out there, I want you to put in the comments. I really want you to put in the comments. Now that Alonso's going to Chelsea, if you want Slot out, who should we go? Who should take his place as head coach / manager of Liverpool? As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. But now Liverpool are in a crisis. This is a crisis. A crisis that we've not experienced in over a decade. But we are in it now. We're in the shit now. And somehow we have to get ourselves out of it. And it starts from the top. FSG needs to do something about it. But who do you think should replace Arne Slot? Because let's be honest, we all want him out.